Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show right here on Guerilla Cross Radio. Streaming live on the Guerilla Cross app and GuerillaCross.com. We are here live. A lot of technical difficulties. Restarted a computer, had to load up another computer. Camera's not working, so we only have two. Looks really weird, but we are here to talk about sports. Man, it's one of those days.
I didn't even realize this tripod was this big. Personally.
That's what she said.
What? It's
Just
a tripod.
one of those oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Try once, I'll try twice. Oh.
Weirdo. I'm your host, Quan59. Got my man, just in time, Josh Williams in the building. What's good?
Man, another day, another episode. I got nothing else going on.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
There you go.
Dre.
I've used up all my good material in the pre-show.
Wasn't that good in the pre-show either. Got
Solid.
Cream in the building. And you can see his face today a little bit.
Yeah. See my
Well,
face.
yeah,
This
he
is
couldn't see his face at all last
No,
week.
this is
No.
the face of a 1-0 man. So that's good. Exciting day of football
1-0.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Glad that's back. Football on right now.
And don't call him a boy
No,
I mean,
that's just
Probably don't
not
wanna do that.
smart.
Yeah.
unless he's pointing him to the right restroom. Hollywood Huff in the building. Like
Like,
I introduced you,
Like-
Steve.
I know that. Come on,
You've been doing this for 2 years.
This
He
one's on you
still
now.
can never
You
jump
with
into
the-
the introduction properly.
I never know what to say in my introduction.
You have a whole week to plan for it every week.
That's exactly right.
you've at least had a minute and a half.
At least. At least.
I went to you last.
Like
Yeah,
I called on you last, Steve.
you did.
he also used
Well,
up all his good material. man.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I feel like we're on our third show right now.
No
Third
kidding,
show
right?
of the day.
We're doing 2 a days. This is mini camp.
We started at 2:30,
Yeah,
and we're going live about 4:30.
yeah, sounds about right.
It works.
wowzers.
You know.
I just
So we have
realized
about a
it's 4:30.
30-minute show today. Sorry, Josh. I mean, listen, it's not like you guys weren't having fun.
We did.
We had a little,
That side of the room had a lot of fun.
that
This side
side
of the
that
room
side of the
Yeah.
room was
Doing technical
was in
stuff.
crisis.
The main computer we use is still on 25%.
Oh.
Luckily, I had another laptop in the studio to be able to hook it up and go live. Because if not, we wouldn't be live right now at all.
Yeah.
We'd be taped.
We wouldn't even be taped. We would have had no show.
I tried. Chris.
The show would only exist in our memories.
We would have had a no show like Josh that one day when he moved the show from 5 to 6.
Hey. Well, I had a show, all right.
Okay.
I'm about to take a nap.
Wow.
Okay.
Call me at 9:45.
Show me what you got.
I don't know about this show at all. Listen, if you're watching live, please share the live broadcast. Hit us up, 702-608-3259. We want to talk to you. We are here live. Listen, football week 1 is in the books almost. We got 2 more games. And we got to pick those games real quick because we were supposed to pick before this game started. I don't know what the score is, 0-0, so we still have time.
We're still good.
I got the Saints in this game against the Texans. Who you got, Josh?
Saints, I believe I already called that.
Saints in the over, baby.
Okay. I
Yes.
think we did do this
We did,
already.
we called all of them.
Okay.
We called all of them.
Saints.
Steve.
Saints.
And then the next game, I think, well, we didn't call this game
Yeah,
because there was
a lot has happened
We
since.
called it pre.
We're changing.
Yeah.
I got Denver now.
Yeah, it's a different
This
game
is
now.
before BA.
Yeah.
BA.
Before Antonio.
BAB. Bab.
the bad.
Yeah,
The map.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still going with the Raiders.
That's
All
actually
right.
not bad. I'm not mad at it.
So I mean, you might as well. I mean, that's because the segues we're gonna get.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knock on wood if you're with me.
Hey, Antonio, not so fast. you're not with me anymore.
You're not a part of this.
No.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Not at all. So Antonio Brown got released, got picked up by the Patriots right away. What do you guys think about this? And go around the room. Is he going to last the whole season? And I'm talking about into the playoffs in New England.
I mean, look, we talked about this last week on Thursday, and it's insane just how much has happened. I want to say, Quan, I feel like you were the only person that said that he wasn't going to play on Monday.
Yeah.
And you felt? Did you say like you felt like he wasn't going to be on the team anymore?
I mean, I was up and down just like he was. I mean, we didn't know from hour to hour what it was going to be like.
It
And
wasn't
I
hour
think
to
we
hour.
were.
This was minute to minute at this point. Like,
Yeah,
it was.
we would look. I would take a nap. I'd wake up, and it'd be like, oh, the world changed again.
Yeah, I remember when he had the apology tour or
Yeah.
whatever, and then they were like, he's
gonna
gonna
play.
play Monday, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
you guys think this is the end of this?
That was crazy.
It's-
Like, 'cause
it's just-
it should have been.
It should have been.
That should have been it.
Yeah.
Everyone was kumbaya.
that
we were
being
good.
said-
After the apology is when he realized
Like,
he wasn't getting the
that
money.
being said,
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not playing football week to week. Sorry,
No.
buddy. I'm out.
No. Remember, the apology. It was on that only. Then he got the second fine of $200,000. That was when they started talking about, oh no, I'm not accepting that fine. He got mad again,
Right.
and that's when they said that they weren't going. They were
'Cause
voiding.
I remember
the guarantees.
I remember like right when it happened, they were saying that after he apologized for being mad about the fines, they were like, there was like some little things leaking out saying
Yeah.
he's upset about being fined
Yeah.
after the apology. And I was like, of course you're getting fined. Like, isn't this what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Not realizing that fine is what kicked in the. I don't know why we say the word guaranteed in the NFL. There's no such thing.
There are no
They can get out of
guarantees.
anything.
Well, it's
Uh,
guaranteed if you do these.
Then that's not
rules.
a guarantee.
Exactly.
Right.
is
Yeah.
not
That's
what
called a
guarantee-
caveat.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
that's
a
an
guarantee.
Well, it's
Addendum.
guaranteed if these things don't happen, it's guaranteed you get the money.
That
Guaranteed,
in contractual
guaranteed.
terms is an addendum.
Yeah,
exactly. Like-
So in case
lots of
these
stipulations
things,
in there.
in case
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
things
it's-
happen,
But
and
yes,
these things
exactly. So
kick
that,
in.
that fine is what took away his guarantee, which again,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
not a guarantee.
In other sports, when you get guaranteed money, it's pretty much if you
It's-
sign here, you will get
As
X dollars.
as long as you don't do anything to void the contract, like baseball
right.
and basketball.
So it's
as
still
long
not
as-
guaranteed.
No.
No.
Those
It's-
two sports,
it's
It's guaranteed.
guaranteed.
they have to buy
Unless
you
you
out.
do something
Like, they
to
have to buy
void the
you-
contract.
No,
but
no.
you have to do
But
something
you, like,
like
those things are also
Yeah.
outlined, like skydiving or I'm
Right.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
hopping
so
on
that's
a
not
bike.
guaranteed. Just like his wasn't guaranteed if this, and this.
Well, I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is the guarantees of is for off the field stuff in basketball and baseball. If you do off the field stuff that jeopardizes you being on the team.
right.
With Antonio Brown, his was as long as you make it to week one,
Yeah.
then
These things kick in.
you get the money.
Yeah.
Well, he was never cut, and they still took away his guarantees. I think that's where it's a little. That's
Right.
So
You can't do
so
that in
I'm
NBA
still on the
or
roster.
baseball.
Yeah.
I'm still, right. I'm
Because-
still on the
Baseball
roster.
or NBA, like okay, so
And I know that. I think
Oh.
everyone knows that. I was just saying that that's
still
still
not-
not guaranteed
there's still
because you
no
can
such
still
thing as a
do
guarantee.
something.
guaranteed,
Exactly.
But
Right.
in basketball, like Ron Artest, he had to lose a season from the NBA personally to lose that money. That
Right.
doesn't happen.
And
Like,
with
it just
Ron,
doesn't happen.
And with Ron Artest, it was also
Well, Meta World Peace.
well at the time he's Ron Artest.
That's right.
It was also okay. Well, we're getting you get game checks still.
No,
Well,
remember
I'm
they took
just-
it away.
No. What I'm saying is, if you're not playing games, how are you gonna get game checks?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
So, but I think that's the difference. Like, okay, well, you're playing, you're getting this money. With Antonio Brown, he was still on the team, And they were so to me, it's like, well, if you're taking his guarantees, well then why didn't you just cut him? You knew where this was going. He wasn't just going to agree to that.
They slow played him.
Yeah.
I mean, he played himself a lot too. So.
I mean, at this point, who was playing who? I mean, he was playing them, also himself. They were playing him. Kind of played themselves. They lost a good receiver.
That's true too.
I mean, it's like an Inception level of like people being played here.
That's really true. Because
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because people are saying, "Oh, well, he got what he wanted." Well, they did too, because they have everything in writing.
Yeah.
But now they just saved themselves $29 million.
Right.
But they also lost something in the trade, though.
That's true. They did lose something in the
they
trade.
They don't get that.
So now they
back.
gave away something for nothing.
Do they have any clauses that basically stipulated?
They don't get anything back.
Well, no. Like, you know how in NFL, like, basically, like, I'll trade you.
Picks?
Yeah, well, not compensatory picks, but I'll trade you, and then if he hits certain earmarks.
Now when you're straight up released. Straight up released.
No.
Never paid him a
I'm talking about with Pittsburgh. So say Antonio Brown had 1,200 yards. Now that third pick becomes a second.
Something, right.
Like all those things. So since he's been released
possible,
again, do they get anything back in return?
No.
Like that's
there is such thing as conditional draft picks.
Yeah.
So like if he becomes an all pro and we make the playoffs, that third rounder turns to a second rounder.
Yeah, or something.
But if he does nothing, as is, it's a third rounder and a fifth rounder.
That's
done.
Yeah.
That's the middle of your draft.
So the funny thing is, so now Pittsburgh's gotten something for him. The wing is going to get something for him if he walks.
Yeah.
And the Raiders didn't get a thing.
Holding the bag.
Holding the bag. But at least they never paid him $1.
That's true.
They got that going for him.
The bag is filled with air.
Yeah.
And they knew
tears.
And they knew it was going to be a distraction for them the rest of the season. So I think for them, releasing
if he stayed.
Yeah. So
that wasn't
it's not going to be a distraction now. But yeah, if
at least not
for them.
I mean,
until you're 2-4.
Yeah, that's true. It might.
But I'm saying his
secondary.
antics is not going to be a distraction. I mean, there's nothing
Right.
that he can do now on the team in the locker room
to do anything. No, that's
worse.
true.
I mean,
that's true.
They might win 5 games this year, 4 games, but it's not. He's not going to be a distraction with that. And let's face it, they weren't going to be a good team. Did he see that in training camp and practice to be like, I don't know why I asked to be here because I don't really want to be here.
I don't.
He only came training camp twice.
Wait, hold on, wait. One, we don't even know. We don't know they're not going to be an improved team at least, and how much he would have improved them. The only thing I can kind of see fault with them is, well, everybody knew that the Patriots at least inquired about him when the Steelers were trying to trade him. He asked for a release. You just give it to him instead of just giving a phone call to the Patriots yourself.
No. They tried.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they did or not.
Well, no. It came out that they tried to trade him. That came out today. They tried to trade him, and nobody. I mean, at that point, it's damaged goods.
Everybody knows you have to cut him.
I'll wait. That first rounder. That's now $20 and a Happy Meal.
And also, if he's traded to a team he doesn't want to go to, it's worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It also came out today that Gruden knew about the video.
Yeah. Well, the phone call.
He knew about the phone call.
His
was going to be a video. I don't think he knew he was being recorded at the time, but they told him about it before. And the guy who made the video was like, "Well, I was thinking he's going to be like, yeah, come on, bro, it's a breach of trust." Don't do that.
Also know,
he was like, "Yeah, it's cool."
You also know Antonio Brown, since he got traded to the Raiders, has had a video guy following him the whole time, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not. They know he has a reality show going on.
Yeah, but recording the phone call. Ooh.
They know he has a reality show going on. This is 2019. Everyone is on social media already. They've seen this camera guy walking around training camp. He's been around the whole time. It's not like it's something new. He's been following him around for everything. So I don't think it was a big surprise.
But also, I mean, Antonio Brown's not the only star in football. But he's the only one who keeps having phone conversations recorded.
Real quick, we do have a phone caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Cassandra.
What up? Oh. The Sportsnista in the building.
Hey,
what are your thoughts on AB?
It's a hot mess, but listen, the Raiders got played here. There was too much that was contrived by AB. You don't have a camera crew ready to record a spontaneous moment. Look at how when he pulled up if you've seen the video where he has his phone, he's screaming, "I'm free." Yeah. He just looked at his phone and ran out the house. And then you could see, actually, the camera crew being filmed around him. So this was all completely orchestrated by AB, and it makes me wonder what was going on there. Like, did he have an issue with Gruden and the GM before all of this? Did he go into camp and be like, "Yeah, we winning about 3 games up in here with this quarterback," and then decided to set himself on fire? Because AB is crazy. He's not stupid.
Not
crazy, not stupid.
Not a witch trial.
That's funny because last Thursday I was 95% convinced that this man has lost his mind. His CTE is taking over. He's got brain damage, and then after this weekend, now I think I'm the crazy one.
Verdict's still out.
I'm sitting here. Yeah, I'm sitting here like
he hasn't had
a
chance to mess this up yet, though.
Yeah,
bro, so.
I don't. Yeah, I'm still like, oh, let's watch and see what happens.
Yeah,
well, I had an argument with someone on social media about this. Narcissism is a mental disorder.
Oh no, 100%.
That's true.
So he's definitely a narcissist. So there is mental health issues with this guy.
Like, I don't know. He did mess up the bag, though, because if you get $10 million from the Patriots, that ain't 30.
That's not 30. Thank you. It's not 30.
That's simple math. That ain't even Common Core math. That's 1 + 1 = 2 math.
Right.
He messed up the bag on that one. And he's not going to go into that locker room and start to show his behind with the Patriots. Them vets probably already said they're going to jump him if he start acting foolish in Foxborough. So, yeah, he crazy, but he ain't stupid.
Right.
Cassandra, do you think he's going to stay the whole season in New England this year?
You know what? I'm 50-50 on it. I mean, if they're winning, it's really not a whole lot for him to be complaining about and acting wild about. You know,
there's
if
always
the
something.
team is doing poorly, or because it depends. Like if he goes in there the mindset like I'm here, I'm the man, I'm a ball out, and realizes he's part of a roster. I mean, they win by committee in Foxborough, and honestly, they don't even need him. It's like an embarrassment of riches right now.
Mm-hmm. But he was winning in Pittsburgh, and he ruined that.
Yeah. They
Well,
never won one, but.
Yeah.
They, but at the same time, it wasn't like they were a bad team. They were winning divisions.
The crazy thing about this is, like, to a man, like you talk to when you hear Raiders players talk, they love the dude. So it's like
you don't know
what I mean? Like it's just kind of like out of nowhere for somebody to be so universally loved, but then they're still like, but I see why he got to go.
Yeah.
That just doesn't
But
really
do you
happen.
think that they still love him? Because he sat up there and he had that tear-filled, contrite moment with them and talking about how he wanted to be part of them. And then in the meantime, he was bouncing. It wasn't even like things weren't in motion. He had a plan in motion. So he lied to these men.
Yeah. Right.
That's the one thing. Like, man to man, you're going to look at me in my face and lie to me? Like, for what, homie?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of depends how you look at it. I think at the time when that happened, yes, they did love. Now, I mean, what do they care? He's not on their team anymore. I just wonder of what the timing was of all this getting put in motion. I don't know if he always had a plan, but I think once that whole thing with the guarantees happened, he was like, all right, cool. We know where we're going. From this point on, I think right then it was just like, we know we have a fallback plan. So that's why he asked for his release. He knew he had someplace to fall back on.
It was Friday, right? It was Friday when he had that whole conversation, but didn't the video get released like late Friday or early Saturday? So like he already had been in contact with this so-called social media company that was advising him. So something was up. Yeah. Like this was already being planned, and you know how they cheat up in Foxborough, so they've been probably having conversations.
No! Now she's saying that New England released the tape.
Those dudes are the Ric Flair. They are the Ric Flair of sports, man. They're the dirtiest players in the game.
Oh man!
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying in Foxborough.
Mm-hmm. That referee turned his back. Bow, eye gouge. They don't play around in Foxborough, man.
Low bridge.
Mm-hmm. Forearm shiver. Bow.
All right, before we let you go, Cassandra, who's your team and how did they do yesterday? That's the question of the day. How did your team do? And the second question, who do you got for your early season Super Bowl winner?
All right, so my early season Super Bowl winner, because I'm never going to ride with the Patriots, is I'm taking the Chiefs as the early favorite. But in terms of my team, I ain't going to say their name because they don't deserve for me to say their name. I will say that they laid a triple boo-boo, and it was expected. You just didn't want to see it happen. You could guess.
Is it the Dolphins?
Giants?
She a
It
Browns.
was not Miami.
She's a Browns.
You know I'm an East Coast girl. No, I'm an East Coast girl. So
Giants?
yes, man, I didn't say that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, they weren't expected to do nothing yesterday, girl.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. It was expected. It was expected. You just didn't want to see it.
Oh, well,
Especially with a division rival like that.
and especially with
Made
a corpse
Dallas
at
look
QB.
like they out there going to the Super Bowl. Dallas is going to be singing that Alicia Keys song when it's time for the Super Bowl. Who they going to be playing? No one.
Oh, Cassandra, we
nice
have to have you
God.
in. We have to
Yeah,
have you in the studio.
Yeah, you need to get
We
on the
have
show
to
with us
have you
next
in the
week.
studio.
Man.
It's all this foolishness. All this foolishness. Well, that's how it be.
You still didn't tell us who the Chiefs are going to play in the Super Bowl.
No, she said no. We just said who's going to win.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
asked
just-
you
oh, just the
win.
winner?
Yeah, just the
Who's
winner.
going to win?
Yeah. So she gave that.
I mean,
I
could be
stand
the
corrected.
Saints out of the NFC. Like that's possible.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's
It's
a fair
game
matchup.
one. You know,
Yeah.
it's game one right now.
Shoot,
There's a lot
after-
of undefeated teams this season, so
after-
it's only one game.
After yesterday, I think everybody's like, I think the Ravens might be good enough to go. No.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying yesterday
No.
didn't prove anything.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
they
saying.
had a good game, but let's stop right there. It was a
We'll
good
talk
game.
about that in a minute.
We'll
Cassandra,
get to that.
we appreciate you calling in, and we definitely got to get you on the show sometime.
Deuces, I'll be around. You know where to find me. I know where to find you. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, girl. You take care.
Follow her, Sportsnista, on social media. She does a lot of fight, boxing, MMA, all that good stuff. So make sure you check her out. All right. We'll go around the room. We'll start with Steve. How did your team do this weekend? What's your team? How'd they do?
The Rams, they won. The end.
That's very thrilling radio, Steve.
He
Thank
said
you.
the end and
So
then started.
excited.
Yeah.
Who's your
No,
Super
I'm
Bowl
just
winner?
kidding. No,
Who's your
no.
Super Bowl winner?
I
Now,
think
didn't we already do that last week?
No, Super Bowl winner. We didn't say the winner. We just said the best.
Yeah. How'd your Super Bowl winner do? Is that what you're asking him?
No,
How did
I'm
Super
asking
Bowl winner
him
do
who's-
Oh, we
yesterday?
picked Super Bowl winners.
Right, but I'm saying, are you asking him what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, fair.
Are you asking him how did his Super Bowl pick do
I asked
yesterday?
him about his team.
Right. I'm asking what he's asking.
What are you asking?
I don't know now.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah.
it. It's over. The moment has passed.
That's quite an
My-
end you put on that one, Steve.
All right, do you
bad,
have a quick
Steve.
analysis of your team? Or
no,
just,
no, nothing. It's something going
Like-
on with Todd Gurley, which it seems like the past 2 seasons something has been going on with Todd Gurley,
Yeah.
and they won't say what it is.
He won't say what
he
it
won't
is.
say. Everybody's just like, oh, he's fine, he's fine. He's clearly not
not
fine.
fine.
Like he's not. That's
why
the
is this
biggest
such a
takeaway.
secret?
I think it's something very serious. That's why.
Yeah.
I
do
think
too.
it's something that he probably should not be playing with at all. And for whatever reason, he's out there playing.
Well,
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he get it fixed?
Because it's not
In the
visible
offseason.
green.
I don't know, man. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. It's in the black cloud of whatever.
Oh, there's so many things I could say that I wished and choose not to.
Nope.
All right, next we'll we'll go around the table and we'll skip Cream because me and Cream have to celebrate together. I mean, talk about this together.
Wow.
Josh, who's your team and how did they do this week?
I am a Washington Redskins fan.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Beep.
And-
I know where's my. I need a beep.
10-second delay.
All I have is a.
That's gonna be our beep from now on. I like it.
And
You're a what? You're a what?
again, I'm a stop. Anyway,
You're what?
Good try. It was a good attempt.
You're a Washington fan.
Fan.
Anyway,
I don't even know where you sitting at.
you gonna give me a full joint? I hate you so much.
I know where
But-
he's sitting at. 0-1.
I mean,
Whoa.
look, we are 0-1. We were up 17-0 after the first quarter, and in true Redskin fashion,
Oh.
we just we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
I'll be honest with you. When I saw it was 17-0, the only thing I thought was, I'm not gonna be able to deal with Josh this week.
No.
I'm
No,
not even going to the show tomorrow. Like,
No, no.
Especially if your favorite team would have lost.
no,
Oh,
It would have been bad.
My goodness.
No, listen,
It would have been bad.
Listen, I'm not a gloater in terms of being a Redskin fan simply because I'll tell you why. Because
they
they've
suck.
for a long time. So there's no reason
Me and Cream
to
were
be
trying to tell you that before the season started. This fruit fly is really going to die. a
See,
slow
all right,
death.
good. So now you know I'm not crazy.
I've seen it.
Steve was like, "The heck's wrong with you?" And I was like, "There's a fly that was like literally right in my face, bro."
That's exactly how the movie It was. Just out of nowhere. Exactly what we were talking about before the show.
It's not that you're swatting the fly; it's the look of your face when you swat at the fly.
Like you, I was like you don't know what creature this is.
I was
like,
trying to blow him
they
away.
have these out here?
I was trying to blow him away. He was like,
All
anyway.
right, keep going.
Okay.
There's nothing else. Go ahead, talk about your Niners.
I didn't.
Enjoy
We
your
didn't
moment.
even
Enjoy your moment.
ask the question, Josh.
Your
Quit.
moment. It's your moment.
The question is, who's your favorite team and how did they do this weekend? Can
We
you ask?
all-
Can you ask the question?
How do
We
you
all
feel
know
about it?
how you feel.
How do you feel about that game yesterday?
I feel like you guys played. Who was it? The Bengals?
Nope.
No,
we played the
your-
Bengals week 2.
Your game. How do you feel about how your team did?
No, listen. You know, there were a lot of questions about my receivers. The receivers played well.
That's correct.
The running game
The one
was
kid.
trash.
What's the one kid's name from
Oh
Ohio
yeah,
State?
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. Yeah.
He and they like had him on like a cloud of secrecy
Yeah.
during the preseason. Like he only had like maybe 10 snaps. And so to see him go out there, he literally really should have had 2 70-yard touchdowns.
He's fast.
Keenum missed him on the second one in the second half, which actually could have stopped the bleeding. That could have saved us. But he didn't, and then they came right back and scored another touchdown. And my heart was broke because I was like, it's just a slow death. It's a death march. So we'll see. But go ahead. You can talk about who your favorite team is and how you feel.
Well, we know that.
There
after
you
the
go.
game.
Well, we know that.
All right. So my favorite team, Cream, is the San Francisco
49ers.
Niners. The way I feel is we went on the road. Jimmy Jesus' first game back after a season-ending injury last year. We don't count preseason. First game back, a little rusty, but he did what he had to do. A lot of penalties in this game. I wasn't happy about that. Like way too many penalties.
Way too
many.
Way
There
too
was a flag every play.
And
pretty much.
we had touchdowns taken away.
I had Kittle. I got Kittle on our fantasy, and he got 2 taken away.
2 touchdowns taken away.
Oh,
That's
thank goodness.
that's hard to recover from.
Their defense looks good.
Defense looks
Alexander
really good.
got kicked out in the first half.
For the dumbest penalty I saw yesterday.
Jimmy Garoppolo had 166 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. I feel good about my life.
Who said he was great? What is always?
Oh, his name is Jesus.
I said his first
Jesus
game
is
back
perfection.
after missing almost a full year. His
Oh.
first game back.
Oh, Steve, I didn't watch 1 snap of this.
See,
game.
we
I was-
did though, so we could actually analyze
Go ahead,
beyond
give-
just
I'm sorry.
those yards.
I've jumped in on there.
His
on
name
their
isn't
conversation.
Jesus. His name is Jimmy Jesus. You get it right.
Oh,
Get it
don't
right.
worry. Jesus is in there. It's not
Bruh.
Jimmy Jesus.
How do you know? You don't know. Not in this country, buddy.
Wow.
Build that wall.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
And then the censors took our show away. That quick.
And
That
They
quick.
took it away when you said the R word.
yeah. Don't
I
worry.
have some friends in
Don't worry.
Washington.
Don't worry. He knows a Native American. It's fine.
I know a few.
Oh, well, there you go. You know 4. There's millions of them. Well, there used to be. Thanks.
All right, what do you think,
Thanks,
Kareem,
America.
about our favorite
Thanks,
team?
America.
Thanks,
Anyway,
America.
Listen, I like our defense though.
our defense looked really good. It's good to finally have a pass rush.
Yep.
Even when we weren't getting to the quarterback, we were pushing that line back. Again, this is Tampa. They've also got a new regime. We don't know how they're going to end up, but for right now, we don't know if it's because they're bad or we're good. But I was more impressed with how that secondary played. That was
We had
we were
2 interceptions in 16 games last year.
We had 3.
We had
yesterday.
3 yesterday.
And 1 dropped.
You guys had 2 defensive touchdowns?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I also went against the Niners defense in my fantasy league. That was fun. It was not fun.
That was
I
not
made
fun
that
at
up.
all.
I made that up. Garoppolo, it's okay. He had a really bad pick. Other than that, I mean, he was okay. He had some throws that hopefully that gets sharpened up and he'll make that
will.
later in the season. But there were some throws there where it was like, oh boy, yeah.
I don't know how
you gotta
someone's
hit
laughing.
that.
You got Case Keenum on your team.
Case Keenum's actually gone and taken a team to the playoffs. Just say it.
Jimmy G's never played a full season.
That's exactly. And he
Okay.
got paid.
Exactly.
Hold on. What team did he take to the playoffs?
He took the Vikings.
So not yours? Who cares?
Pretty much.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just
Oh,
putting it
Jimmy
out there.
G's been in the playoffs too.
holding clipboards.
I'm pretty sure he has a Super Bowl ring.
Oh, yeah. Actually, he has
he has multiple.
rings.
Thank you. There you go.
He
Super
had
Bowl
nothing-
champion
he had-
Jimmy G.
Yes, Super Bowl champion.
He had
Proceed.
nothing to do with the
Jesus.
Proceed. Oh, really?
Strong the hate is. in
Well, hold
this
on.
room.
So wait a minute. So Case Keenum again. Here you go, hijacking my team.
I'm sorry. See, I
So
wasn't
Case
trying
Keenum
to.
going to the
He brought
playoffs
me in. I was
with a
laughing.
team that's not yours. That matters. But Jimmy G is having 2 rings.
Hey,
One bestowed upon him
no.
from our father,
Wow.
and
the
that's
father of all.
and that's
of all
just
football.
insignificant. It's insignificant, huh?
Well, hey, look. He did. I can say this. He did. He has a great understudy program. So if anybody could be great, he was right at the feet of greatness.
Fair
so,
enough. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you can say that Aaron Rodgers studied behind Brett Favre, and look what happened to Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
Well, I mean,
yeah, I
Brett
don't know.
Favre
Brett Favre was
put
like,
it on the old vice grip.
yeah.
Like he wasn't really trying.
And
to
if you look at the way Aaron
really
Rodgers
teach him
plays
anything.
and the way Brett Favre
Totally
plays,
different.
he wasn't paying attention to much what Brett Favre was
Yeah,
doing.
not at all.
He was like, okay,
I'm gonna
well,
do the
I'm not going to do
opposite.
that. So I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that.
the exact opposite.
I learned everything what not to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Alex Smith and RG3 were learning a lot from Joe Theismann. My mom, the producer, says talk about Nick Foles. So we have to talk about Nick Foles now because my mom's over here producing the show.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
That was
Theismann.
really
See, I was at least keeping it on message anyway.
I was on message.
Oh no, that was just because Alex Smith
Maybe it's
broke
not
his
your-
leg the
maybe it's
exact
not your-
same way, and
And they're on the exact
at
same
the
day.
exact same day,
The same
30
yard
years
line.
later, the same
Maybe-
yard line, same score.
Maybe it's not your message.
It's a lot going on. That's a lot of Native American voodoo. I feel like personally.
Nick Foles is like 49ers running backs now. Like, there's nothing you can do. The Jags are not allowed to have a good
Nice
quarterback.
things.
They're not allowed to have good quarterbacks.
I think this is a good thing for Nick Foles.
Why?
Why?
Because he's out for the season.
next-
He could
Outside of his
he
pockets.
could gracefully exit football after this,
Oh,
and nobody would ever like fault him.
hey,
What
you know
about the
what?
fact that he wants to keep playing football, though?
Well,
That's
no,
not good
I
for
don't
him.
think he should want to play football anymore.
no.
That is
There you go.
That's
Good-
very
good
nice of you.
analysis, Steve.
I was
And
trying
now,
to help
if,
Steve.
If you'll excuse Nick Foles while he takes your opinion and wipes his own tuchus with it,
Whoa.
then
Steve,
yeah, listen,
you
you know
weren't
what I want
supposed
to
to
say.
show your entire behind like that. I was
Yeah.
actually trying to run to your defense, and then you just
Listen.
double down. Look.
Let's face it.
What?
Where's Nick Foles now?
Nothing.
Where's
No, he showed us all-
what's
showed us
going to
all
happen
behind, and he ran to him.
when the Jaguars suck and Nick Foles is quarterback? He's going to get blamed.
But
This is a
I
great
don't think
way.
they would have
Exactly.
sucked.
But
This is
what
a great
about the
exit
part
for
where he
him.
actually wants to go to the playoffs?
And,
So
hey,
this
man,
Steve,
look,
Steve,
man.
and broke his arm on a touchdown pass.
I want to be a supermodel, man. We can't have everything we want. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you want to be a Super
Well,
Bowl?
Nick
You wanna
Foles was
you wanna
actually
be
an
with a Super Bowl?
NFL
Used
player
to.
that won a
Yeah.
Giving that
Super
dream
Bowl.
up.
But see, he doesn't want to be an NFL player. He is one. That's the little difference.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a big
he's really
difference.
He
there.
ain't won this season.
He's still a player.
He's going to be
He's
throwing
on
just as many
injured
passes
reserve.
as me.
Oh, I bet you he ain't.
Well, actually, he threw one more and it was a touchdown.
yeah.
When he
And
got
guess
hurt.
what? When he gets that surgery, he's not going to have to pay a copay like we will. He is an NFL player. Like, he's on the roster.
Yeah.
Someone is paying for his surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is the best of the best.
Yeah, but I heard he's supposed to be back. Well, not supposed to be back, but he can come back week 11.
Oh,
But that dude that came in after him,
He was good. And they just signed, or they just,
Chaka? What was his name?
wow. Tatanka.
Minshew,
You don't know it.
Minshew.
Minshew, Midori, I don't know. Monkey say, monkey do. Mama say, mama say, mama. I don't know.
Bakusa.
But all I know is he has a very reprehensible mustache, and he can sling that ball though.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
And they just traded for
Patrick
somebody today.
Dobbs.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is. I thought that was a stock market analysis or something. But
That is definitely,
Dobbs and
that's definitely a
Associates.
CPA name.
yeah,
Balance my checkbook.
Dobbs, you're fired. I lost a fortune today, Dobbs.
I got 2 kids.
Minshew is the quarterback's name.
You sure that's how to say it?
No, I'm not sure.
No, he is not.
That's
Sure.
what
I
it
looked
sounds
at it and I was
Listen,
like,
he was
the
having a
heck
problem
is
with he was having a problem with Aaron earlier. You think Minshew was going to be a walk in the park?
Aaron is
Hey,
really
All right,
easy
so
to say.
Aaron.
here's Minshew's stats: 275 yards. He was 22 for 25. That's
Wow.
not bad.
That's
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 actually
almost,
pretty
that's
good.
almost a perfect passer rating.
that's almost perfect.
He had 25 and missed 3. Foles had 8 and missed 3.
But
One
Foles had
was a
touchdown.
bomb.
Yeah,
One was
and
a touchdown.
and it wasn't against prevent defense. But I will say
Minshew
this,
had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception.
the whole game wasn't prevent defense though. I mean, he was keeping him in there for a while. But here's the thing that we are missing.
But they're also
though.
playing against maybe
This
the
is-
second best team in the AFC.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about the Patriots getting Antonio Brown, forgetting the fact that
Whose dog is this?
what does what
What?
the
Man, he
underdog
sicked his dog on me.
the dog in the game with Jacksonville. See, that's a smooth segue. This is what I do.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he sicked his dog on me, and
yeah.
I fired upon the canine.
Yeah, say it to that dog. Anyway, but yeah, we're talking about Antonio Brown going to the Patriots, but what does it really matter what the name is? Nobody is stopping this Chiefs team. This is crazy. Like, Jacksonville's one of the best defenses in the league, and dude
He got
had
40 on
3
him.
touchdowns
and
and 300 yards at halftime, like it was nothing, and it looked so easy. This team is a machine,
and that's
man.
with Tyreek Hill
and when
going
Tyreek Hill
out
was out
in the
for like 2.5 second quarter. I
Yeah,
think he
so-
was out.
beginning of the second.
No Hunt
well,
at running back anymore.
Right.
not on the team.
No, I'm just saying in terms of
opposed
the
to last
pieces
year,
that
yeah.
they've
Yeah.
lost, because they've lost explosive pieces.
Yeah.
So if you're still out there getting 400 yards, you're just really good.
And even their
Yeah.
defense, I mean, holding Jacksonville to 26,
It is also Jacksonville.
Yeah, but also
It's 50-50 there.
But
but
also-
still they have a very suspect defense, and
And-
that's
they do for sure.
that's their question on are they going to win the Super Bowl
Right, but
because of the defense.
he also got Sammy Watkins to show up, and quarterbacks been trying to do that for
Is
half a
Sammy
decade
Watkins
now.
he's in Jacksonville now?
No, Kansas City. He had
That's why.
he had 200 yards receiving yesterday.
I thought I saw him going crazy, but
there
I
was
didn't know
some
what team
crazy
he was on.
passes to him too.
Yeah, I mean that team is that's the thing. Yeah, their defense is going to be a problem. But if you think about it, they did add some guys to replace guys.
LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy to help with that'll help the defense of having a real running back.
Yeah,
They got 2 pass rushers now as opposed to 1 because Justin Houston was never there. He's always hurt.
Yeah, he's always
And we're like, well, yeah, they lost Eric Berry. Eric Berry hasn't played in 2 years. So getting anybody would be an improvement. But they got Honey Badger. So we'll see what happens. We'll see
yeah,
what happens.
no, that's true.
But in the meantime, who's going to stop this team? It's
The Patriots.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, of course.
But like I said, like I've said before, I'm happy that they lost to them last year because that would have been too much for Patrick Mahomes in year one. To win the MVP and get to the Super Bowl, possibly win it all year one.
Let me tell you
There's
something.
no-
That might have been the most super haterish
No.
comment
No,
ever.
wait.
That's just too much.
No,
Hey,
wait.
you hold
Wait,
your place.
No, wait. I'll put it to you like this because look,
boy.
he never stop because he never actually because like what can you do? You never really can top that again. I've hit the top in year one, so everything now is all
So?
fall. No, I mean you've had the climax in the first year. Everything's falling action.
Hey, better to
in
hit the
terms
top.
of right.
Unless you
Better to hit the top in year one than to never hit the top at all, baby.
Listen, you say that,
It's
but
true.
Tom Brady's first year starting, he got a Super Bowl, and you know what happens?
Kurt
He
Warner.
continued.
He went up. He ascended,
He continued, but how many times did that happen? Big Ben won a Super Bowl in what year?
and
2?
then he won another one. He wasn't a Hall of Famer after 2
And
years.
then he became Bathroom Ben at the same time.
Right,
So
but
all I'm saying,
all I'm saying is he wasn't a
Kurt
Hall of
Warner
Famer
was
after
putting
2
peas
years.
on the shelves, bro. 9 months later, he was a Super Bowl champ.
Peas
Hey,
on the shelves.
He
That's
was.
very
he's working in the
specific.
grocery store,
You
man.
don't know
Grocery
what
store,
You don't know what
Kurt.
aisle he was in. Schefter.
he could have
You
been
know
in the
what aisle he was
battery
in.
section, Steve.
In a grocery store?
Yeah, batteries.
He was
Energizer.
all over that grocery
He was
store.
a stationary. He was a
He put
stationary.
bread on the shelves. He put fruit in the little cooling department. You know what I mean?
The
Whatever.
cooler department.
Whatever. You know the little cooling area where
The
the cooks go. Yeah. They know what I'm talking about.
Whom? You say culinary?
Cooling area.
Oh boy.
The fridge.
I'm
The
so glad.
refrigerator, man.
I'm so
Culinary
glad-
area.
I'm so glad it wasn't
The
culinary.
culinary.
Trust me. Believe me. I was rooting for you on that one. Trust me.
Culinary?
Culinary. What school you go to? Culinary? No other school, huh? No other school, was it? Just that.
Culinary.
Definitely not regular school.
Culinary.
They got a
now.
culinary.
Oh my god.
Clearly, I'm too country for radio.
Cookouts.
I understood what you
Real
were
quick,
saying.
we do
Steve.
have a phone caller for Steve Cream.
another phone caller.
For me? Uh-oh.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Perhaps if there was more of me to spread around.
What?
What?
Sorry, that's Freddy Krueger calling for Cream.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Sorry.
You needed to do a better like I didn't know who that was.
I knew who it was.
Oh, did you? See, I'm not
Did you?
afraid.
Yeah. I knew that
Did
line.
you?
Did you? You know
Freddie
what?
be dropping them one-liners.
I wasn't,
baby.
I wasn't trying to sleep today anyway. You know what?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I ain't
Y'all
wanna
for
sleep
real
no
are
way.
This man
afraid
finna be
of
up
Freddy
all
Krueger.
night.
That joint was
Freddy
Freddy
Krueger.
Krueger was hilarious to me. Him and Child's Play. Those two movies.
You also like death, though.
Well, I was gonna say we see what you find funny.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I've got a
Lou
jacked up.
Gehrig.
Whoa! Wow!
Listen, okay. Have it.
This dude's a sick man. That's all we gotta say.
That's true.
No, you are, Josh.
I'm a great person that's got some. I've definitely
got some issues.
I've got some warts on me.
None of us are perfect.
Got some warts on me.
Step one is admitting you have a problem.
Oh, I've been known that. I
Nah,
was
bro.
an idiot.
There's problems.
All right.
And then there's Josh.
Then there's I bite my nails.
Yeah, but
and there's
exactly.
I break cats' necks. Like there's still they're both problems, but
Keeping
there's levels to this.
Oh, no. I don't break any kittens' necks. Just for the record.
Not that you wouldn't laugh at it. Anyway,
That's.
Would you
no,
find
hold
it
on.
funny?
That's a mischaracterization.
That's.
Would you
horrible.
find
He
it
wouldn't
funny?
laugh at a cat dying. Remember that one time I was taking you home and I ran over the cat?
Yes, I do remember that.
That's horrible.
You didn't think that was funny?
We didn't seek him out.
That's funny.
He didn't.
See,
See?
that?
No, he was holding the laugh in.
No,
He
that
was
makes
holding
it
the
funny.
laugh
He
in.
wasn't just
That-
driving
no,
home with like a can of tuna out the
listen.
car and just
That's funny.
Look.
jokes on you.
Killing the cat wasn't funny.
No, the cat was
but
already ran over. I didn't kill the cat.
Trying to daggone find you to get killed. That's good writing. I respect good writing. That was funny.
This is real life,
He didn't
Josh.
seek me out.
Nobody's writing it.
Wait a minute. So
Nobody is writing it.
Jim Boeheim ran over a guy.
That's
See?
funny.
That's funny to you that Jim Boeheim killed a guy on
He
the freeway.
always goes straight to
Because
straight
no,
to
here's
Jim Boeheim.
here's
You
my
say
point.
that like these, like
Here's
he
my
had-
point.
he
Hold
doesn't
on,
have a
hold on.
point.
My point is, you laugh at human death, but don't laugh at kitten death.
That was sad. It's a kitten.
The goodness
First off,
This guy was a father,
Wait a
a
minute.
uncle.
No, wait a minute.
A
Let's
husband,
set up the
a
whole
son.
story. Let's set this whole thing up.
You-
Jim
you
Boeheim.
like that?
Should we do
No, Jim Boeheim.
Why is your hand doing that?
Because I have to. I'm breaking
Jim
it down.
Boeheim.
No, I didn't do all that.
You did.
Well,
But do you spell
We'll
it?
watch the
Do you spell
replay.
it B-A-E Heim? Like Bay? Hey.
it's
Bay.
It's B-O-E. Anyway, it was a stormy night. You have to break this whole story.
Okay, Fabio.
All right.
It was a stormy night.
It was stormy.
Stormy Daniels.
Snow covered the floor,
Informer.
covered the ground.
It was a snowstorm.
All right.
All right.
Well, they get bored
Okay.
up there. So, yeah.
So-
snow everywhere.
Why this random man jumped into the middle of the highway? That nigga did, look, I'm sorry. Certain situations, that was God's will for your life. I'm just letting you know.
Sometimes nature
I
does.
didn't mean
That's
for
God's
nature.
will for your life.
God's
Like,
will?
Your purpose
Hey.
is to get hit
How
in
do
the
you know
snow
even-
to get
on the freeway by
obliterated
a
in the middle
Hall
of
of
the
Fame
freeway?
college coach.
How do you know he even had a will? There wasn't a way.
Why did you hop out of the car? Kareem, why did you hop out of the car? Did you try to flag down cars?
Wait, is that what happens? Is that what happens? Hey, I need a ride. Yeah, I'll take you on one. Skirt.
In the middle of the snowstorm, I can't stop.
Wow.
Wow.
Kareem,
And now
that's
you can't
funny.
stop laughing.
That's funny, y'all.
Yo,
I'm-
he's like
I'm
tearing. Yo,
sorry.
he's
That's-
really tearing up.
That writes itself. Y'all are tripping. That's funny to me.
But
I'm
him
sorry.
running
Does-
over a cat wasn't
Listen,
funny.
Doesn't write itself. Hey,
Listen.
Nobody wrote this
Oh,
story,
man.
Josh. Nobody
No, this
wrote
really
it at
happened.
all.
It wrote itself. That's the point.
You're like
Oh
the
my
difference
God.
is that when he
Oh.
said the end, he meant it. Unlike, you know what? I don't even know how you dragged me into
See?
this, bro.
Because it's good writing. That's all
Oh,
I'm saying.
man.
Look who the
Wow.
cat dragged in.
Quan, if you're in the middle, if you listen, if
You
you're
need to put your hand down talking to me like that.
if you're in the
He's
the
looking
middle,
really sassy right now.
I'm not trying to be sassy. I'm trying not to cry anymore.
Go
If
ahead.
you're in the middle of the highway, you're driving, la da da da, middle of the highway.
I hope a
it's-
Hall of Fame college coach doesn't kill me.
I'd hate to leave him with that memory.
you wouldn't have any.
Well, I mean, I'd leave him anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm sorry. That's funny.
I mean, Boeheim still coached 2 days later.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He was fine.
hey,
He was in the car.
Clearly. He wasn't walking across the street in the middle of a
He
snowstorm.
wasn't under the car.
yeah, that
Wow.
big pickup game in the sky.
Wow.
I want to apologize to our... Listen, he's always talking about me losing sponsors.
Oh,
That we don't
that's-
have.
Listen, that look, but he always runs to
That-
that story because
that-
he knows that I don't find it funny that the man died. I
Oh,
find
really?
it No, that's horrible. That's legit horrible. But it is funny,
You
the
sure?
circumstances. Sometimes people die in funny ways. They have a show. What is it, 1,000 Ways to Die, or what is that show?
That's a fair
Yeah.
point. That's a
Thank
fair
you.
Okay,
There are
all right.
funnier ways to die than
But the
just,
thing
oh,
is,
Lord, Jesus,
no.
take me
Here's
down.
here's
Like,
the
there are
here's the
funny
problem with
ways.
that. Here's the problem I have.
Okay.
We're reporting it on our show like this happened yesterday. It's sad news. You're laughing right then.
Because that mess was funny in the moment. I didn't need to have a moment. That wrote itself then. I was like, wait a
Wow.
minute. See, look, you haven't driven in the East Coast. You haven't driven through snow like that. I've driven through a blizzard. I know I'm not gonna jump in the middle of the road talking about something. Please help now. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm going deer, whatever it is. You're taught to drive through it. It's the snow. I'm gonna kill us both. I'm gonna kill myself trying to miss you, and I'm gonna hit you anyway. I'm gonna die too. Like, just saying, it's not. It actually does right itself. That's
We
all
get
I'm saying.
that point
Back
of
to
it. At least
football.
I do, but
Block
yeah,
or charge?
See, and then you do that.
And then it just keeps right. And then it's just
We're going the other way. We're going the other way.
we're gonna squeeze every ounce of comedy out of this tragic situation.
If you're playing zone instead of man to man, you might have.
Wow.
All right, the Cleveland Browns were picked by a lot of teams to win the Super Bowl this year. The NFL Super Bowl. This team won no games a couple years ago.
That's right.
Now
big
people are picking them to win the Super Bowl. So they just think just like that, you get a couple players like, oh, well, now we're great. They got whooped yesterday by 30 points at home
Yeah.
to the Tennessee Titans.
Straight
Marcus Mariota
Dog walked.
got destroyed, pummeled, however you want to say it. Baker Mayfield looked horrible. And listen, this is the team you're supposed to come out and put your stamp on the game now,
Yeah,
right?
they're supposed to
Because you've
kill
been
Tennessee,
favored.
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know
Sure.
about kill him. I mean,
But
They're
they're
supposed to beat
put
them
up-
at
they're
home.
supposed to
Tennessee.
beat them
Well,
at
here, I'll
home.
put
But
it to you.
they're
I'll
supposed to-
put it to you like this.
Yeah.
Tennessee has no Super Bowl aspirations.
what do you keep saying that? They've made the playoffs
Every team has
2 of the
aspirations.
last 3 years, and last year they were literally playing to make the playoffs.
Okay. All right, I apologize. I'll recant. Tennessee, is anybody picking them to win the Super Bowl?
No.
Well, maybe,
okay.
probably,
All right, all right, no, that's
probably
it.
the
No.
people in the locker room in
Oh my
Tennessee.
God. Outside of that, that's it. That's 32 NFL locker rooms.
Right.
But in terms of pundits, nobody is picking them. So in terms of if our team, people are legitimately picking us to win, and we're playing against a team that technically people think is a solid team, but nobody's really like their quarterback is 2 steps from the bench.
Well,
personally,
hold on. Here's the thing, though.
Right?
I
We
would
have
agree.
to know the difference between people picking them to win the Super Bowl and people betting on them to make the Super Bowl, because we can't name one single person who's not a Cleveland fan anywhere who's on record as saying they're picking Cleveland to win the Super Bowl.
ESPN people were saying
ESPN is not a person. ESPN is a whole company. I need somebody who.
Well, there's people in
I mean,
ESPN.
no,
Right.
I mean, there have been
Wait,
analysts that have said it.
So I
You
say,
could probably look in
so
Let
I
the Ball
say-
Bounce
okay,
and find some.
so if I not really, but if I say like actually a lot of them are saying Steelers are winning the division.
Ooh.
But if I say, okay, find somebody who picked the Browns, you say ESPN. Well, that's very hard to that's very easy to disprove. No, ESPN did not pick them.
ESPN didn't,
Matter-
but
I have
analysts on
ESPN the
ESPN.
magazine. But again, we undervalue Tennessee every single year. Tennessee beating that crushed New
They're
England
solid.
last
They're
year.
a solid team.
They're a solid team.
But
who's made the
Mariota's a
playoffs,
solid quarterback.
who's a-
But everyone always downgrades Mariota like he's ready to
because
be-
nobody ever watches Tennessee play.
Very true.
That's
I can give you that.
They're undervalued every single year. When I was watching that game, when that game first started, they actually did come out in that first drive. They went right down the field, and this was the problem that I've always had with this team was that they have the talent, but if you are going to bring in all these new guys and you're going to have a guy who's a coach who was just coaching running backs last year, has no idea how to deal with personalities, then this is the stuff you're going to get. Now, you're watching that game. They go right down the field. They march. They score really quick. Now,
This is the Browns.
this is the Browns now. I changed the game for a little bit, come to find out they've had 4 roughing the passer penalties and another 15-yarder, and they've been jumping offside. Well, who is going to teach them discipline? Not this guy who doesn't even know how to get, who's never dealt with personalities before, who's never been a taskmaster, who's never actually had to gain anybody's respect other than he knows how to call good plays.
Yeah.
That's not going to do it. And when the team has these kind of expectations, you got to think of the little things like this.
No, that's true.
Because a coach with no experience,
he has no experience.
and that's the thing. Odell's not even the biggest diva on the team
Yeah.
that you got to deal with.
Yeah. Landry and Baker are right next to him.
Well, listen,
Baker's number one.
There's Odell and there's Landry, then there is Baker.
Yeah.
Damn, you feel like Odell is under Baker.
And I don't have a problem with it.
You didn't watch that man cry in front of you. I was that was my game where he was tearing up.
I hope I never do actually.
It was very obvious.
But that's not. And I don't have a problem with it. I'm okay with Baker being cocky and as long as you can sling the ball. I don't care.
Back it up.
I don't care how you do it. Right.
Yeah.
And for the most part, he does. But
3 interceptions yesterday.
yeah,
all in the fourth quarter. Not that.
But see,
like,
and
that
that's
was the craziest part.
The craziest part wasn't that he threw the picks. The craziest part was this game's over. Why is he even in the game?
Yeah.
So is this your way of teaching them a lesson? Because that's not going to fly.
Yeah.
In the NFL, that's not. What if Baker tweaks his knee and he's out for 4 weeks
on a play that meant nothing.
On a play that means nothing.
And these are the problems that the Browns have had forever now, which is it's not necessarily just on the field play. It's the coaching, not just the coach, but the mindset of the coach. The mindset of the QB coach or the defensive coordinator or the guys in the back office
or the coach or the quarterback being terrible.
Right. And so it's like when they get one, it's like a dam with 100 holes in it. They put their finger in one hole and then another hole and another hole. And they're like, okay, we're doing good. We got about 5 holes blocked. But it's hole.
I got you.
But then
just wanted
but then now you still got all these other leaks that haven't been fixed yet. Yeah. And so we've seen like in the off seasons or in the past couple seasons, they said, okay, we're fixing the dam now. But clearly they just put some duct tape on it. It's been fixed.
And that's another and that's another thing too. Like the one weakness that they supposedly had coming into the season was offensive line. That's a pretty big thing to be a weakness when you're an NFL team. That's
a whole line.
That's usually what right. Yeah. Not they really have a problem at guard.
Left guard is just trash.
They have a problem at line.
So,
which was also their problem when Johnny Manziel was a quarterback. Anyway.
Line.
Oh, different. Never mind. But anyway.
You just had a good line.
Why is your quarterback, if that's your weakness and everybody accepts this, why is your quarterback still in the game getting battered down in the fourth quarter when this game is over? I don't feel like it's there's a bunch of problems with the team that can't be fixed, but changing a whole culture does take a while.
No, it does.
A new coach, a lot of new players, a lot of them didn't even really play with each other in preseason.
Yeah. A lot of newness.
It's going to take time.
And it's not exactly out of nowhere. People say, okay, well, people are picking the Browns out of nowhere. It's not out of nowhere. They won 7 games last year and then added a bunch of players. So it's not out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You win 7 games, you compete and you finish the season hot, then you add players.
Well, on top of that,
there's a reason to call them a sleeper.
One of the biggest issues too has always been their quarterback. So they feel like they've got the quarterback. So we added things on top of having a quarterback.
And the number 1 receiver.
And
a running back. I mean, on paper, actually, they should be contending for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just on paper, but these things aren't
paper doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
as we saw yesterday.
But they do. Anytime you lose a game, you want your next game to be a easy game. So they are at the Jets next week. Now, if they lose this game, that's time to panic.
Yeah, no,
because they have a hard schedule after that. They have maybe 3 losses in a row after that. They got the Rams at home. At the Ravens, at the Niners versus Seattle, at the Patriots.
See how he threw at the Niners in there real quiet?
Well, that's the next team on the schedule.
I said that louder than any other.
What's he supposed to say? I mean,
that's a hard schedule.
That's hard.
That's not an 0-3 moment.
And at the Jets still isn't eezy because this is a team who doesn't know how to win, and now they have to go on the road.
Yeah, that's on Monday Night Football next week.
The Jets Browns?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good one.
You don't want to lose that game.
You don't want to lose that game.
That's a pressure game for them coming out of that game with the Rams, Ravens, Niners, Seahawks, and Patriots.
And let's say
the Jets.
And let's say they go 0-6. Oh my goodness.
Odell is going crazy.
If they go 0-3,
just bench everybody.
If they go 0-3,
just you know what, we'll start again next year. Forget this.
And see, the
whole house is coming down.
I would have been okay with them losing this game if it was a close game.
Yeah.
Then I would say, okay,
they're making strides.
They are making strides. They are playing against probably an underrated team or a team that's been looked over. But I do feel like this was a game they were supposed to win at home.
Yeah.
But they got blown out at home.
They got
they got blown out.
To make this same statement, you can't lose a close game. You got to win a game now.
Yeah.
And you got to win
decisively.
in a good You got to win in a way where you can't say, well, they got lucky. Well, if this wouldn't have happened, if AB, no, they have to go out and dominate a game.
They have to change attitudes
is the
now.
game versus the Jets in New York or
in New York? on Monday night.
If they go in there and win by 10
games mean.
if they go in there and win by 10 points,
I didn't hear Rose Road.
if they go in there and win by 10 points, I'll say, okay, maybe we got a team.
But that's
they
the
had some
thing.
first week jitters, and now they're.
But that's the thing. They probably won't win by 10 points.
Well, exactly.
Because it's at New York
on
a Monday night.
My reason for asking was because New York just lost to the Bills in New York.
And just so we're clear, do not be surprised. This is going to happen. It's the NFL. Every year you hear this statement. Teams that start 0-2 they have 8% chance to make the playoffs. Well, most teams that are 0-2 usually end up 4-12. That's why they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
There are teams that are 0-2 that can still go 10-6.
That bounce
yeah,
back.
some teams that just happen to lose 2 games.
Well,
most of those. But
most recently, the Packers. Remember that was the whole relaxed situation. They were like 0-2 or 0-3.
Oh yeah, there was something.
They were 0-something.
I don't know if they were 1-2 or something,
but to your point.
Yeah.
But right to your point, both the Jets and also the Browns. Well, not so much the Jets, but both of them have young cultures. 0-2 does quickly spiral to 4-12 versus when you have a culture where it's like the Patriots go 0-2, it's like, oh, what's happening to Tom? And then the Patriots remember that they're the Patriots and they still end up going 11-5.
But that's NFL talk for you.
When
the Patriots did go 0-2, people really did say, "Man, what's wrong with Tom?"
Exactly.
It doesn't matter who you
Tom's
are.
Done.
It doesn't matter who
It's
you
a
are.
wrap.
It's gonna happen. That's what NFL culture is.
I'm about to head out as well.
Like a fetus.
Shortly. It's gonna be the last Mohican. You and Kareem talking Niner.
Oh, don't be talking
Mohican.
Don't be talking respectfully about Native Americans now.
24 karat unnamed in a second. You didn't get it.
24 Kareem magic in the end.
I'm lost.
Go ahead, Quan. Get back into the conversation.
I'm glad you called them. I'm glad you called them Mohicans other than what you normally call them. Wow.
What? It's the last Mohican.
Yeah. That's not what you normally call Native Americans.
So now the rumors are going out there that since Foles' injury happened, the Jags should
don't say it.
Don't say it.
I quit.
BET.com put out a story.
I'm going to shoot.
No, they didn't. Really?
Jacksonville Jaguars may sign Colin Kaepernick after Nick Foles' injury.
Okay, good story. Next.
Thanks, BET.
When that gets picked up by Sports Illustrated or any other reputable company.
Even if it does.
I'm sorry.
Even if it does.
Who? BET?
No, if it does, though, then it actually starts to gain a little bit of momentum. If it starts at BET and dies there.
Well, let me tell you something. It's going to start at BET and die there. So we could just.
They probably already deleted the article.
Not happening.
It's been not happening.
If he wasn't getting signed 3 weeks after he played an NFL game, he's not going to get signed 3 years after he played an NFL game. He's not Mark
And
Sanchez.
he already got paid to not play. All right.
Any surprise? What other surprise you have yesterday?
Surprises yesterday. One more thing with the Cleveland Browns game. Odell was wearing a $250,000 watch in the game, and now they're saying he can't wear it anymore.
Well, thank goodness.
Good for them.
But why would you wear it? I mean,
because I got money to blow, and even if I had that kind of money, why?
No one really has that much
Nobody
money to blow.
has
They might think they do.
No, wait.
They might think they do.
Actually, hold on. I'll pull it up. Go ahead. Talk to Kareem.
Okay.
Well, he was.
They might think they do.
you interrupted him.
But that's still $250,000.
It's a quarter
and
of a
we've seen
million.
a lot of NFL players have a lot of money, and at the end of their career, they have not a lot of money.
Let me tell you something. Don't tell me they have money to blow when we just watched Antonio Brown shove a $30 million contract down the toilet over $50,000 in fines. So $250,000 means something. Listen, if it didn't, you sure do see all these free safeties or whatever who always want to challenge their fine for hitting people over the middle. That money means something. You don't just give away $30,000, let alone $250,000. You're playing football.
Yeah,
$250,000. Not even just that. You're trying to catch a football. What?
Crazy.
It's a little heavy, right? You can't get your hand up.
Yeah. Well, that's. But you know what? He's a different breed of cat, man.
And new rules. Now you can challenge the pass interference call or no call. I know I saw at least 6 of them yesterday. Yeah. I think around there.
We watched the Niners game. We saw 6 of every type of penalty.
6 of every type of penalty.
I can't find it, but basically, when you said no one has that kind of money,
to blow.
This is obviously the most extreme case. But Bill Gates, in 4 seconds, if he dropped $7 million, in the time that it would take him to go pick it up, he would have already made the $7 million back.
Jeez.
So it's like, yeah, just let it. You can just leave it there. You can just leave it there.
So money means something to him.
I mean, I guess. I mean, there are levels to that. But yes, I understand what you're saying. No one has that kind of money to blow for no reason because why would you put a watch in heart? Like, this is a collision sport. It's not like Rafael Nadal where I'm out here with a sponsored watch. No, he plays with a $500,000 watch, but it's not. Every game that watch he wears because he's sponsored. It's free.
So
he didn't pay for it. He didn't pay for it,
and he probably doesn't get to keep it. He has to return it after every match.
No. It's
probably
his.
has to wear it,
it's his.
But
it's
again,
his. They pay him millions of dollars.
Yeah, but ask him if he'd buy it.
No. Why? They're giving it to me.
He hasn't bought the full pair of pants yet. All these years he's been playing. He's not gonna buy a watch.
Oh my god! But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's also playing tennis. There is no real contact danger.
Yeah. So back to real sports.
Wow.
I'm joking. He actually.
Anyway. No, move on.
You want to talk about it?
On.
You want to talk about it real quick?
No, move on.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I don't even want it.
He did just win a championship. You can take 30 seconds.
No,
30 seconds.
I enjoyed it. You don't have to. They might not. It's fine. Move on. Go ahead. Back.
You need a second TV.
I will say this though.
I was a little disappointed that you missed the afternoon games totally.
Yeah. Nadal was in a five-setter.
That's fine, but there's TV, there's a computer, there's a phone.
That's always been my favorite part about the U.S. Open Finals. It's always on week 1 of the NFL season. There's always something to watch, and you just glued on one thing.
I was.
That is just
the Las Vegas Aces were playing at the same time. They clinched a playoff spot, so they play next week on Sunday, the same time as.
I'll talk to you.
Okay. It's
that important. It was for this. It's for us. And I gotta go, so I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta get these things out.
Okay. They play the same time as the Golden Knights' first preseason game. They're playing at Thompson Mack instead of Mandalay Bay. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why the time is the time it is, but I did mention something in the Las Vegas Aces group on Facebook.
Oh my goodness! And Bill Lambier's daughter came for you.
I don't know what she meant by it.
Really? Yes, she did.
What happened?
I was like, Lambier. I was like,
well, because everybody kept saying, "Oh, that overlaps with the Golden Knights." And someone said that overlaps with NASCAR. That overlaps with, and I said that overlaps with paint drying or watching paint dry.
Well, that'll do it.
It was a joke though, because I was feeding off the overlapping.
And he's actually an advocate of the Aces. That was the sad part.
I like the Aces.
She jumped
I've been
out
watching
there.
The games.
I like it when people jump out there, but it's like, ooh.
In fairness, you can see why she'd be a little sensitive to that. People.
Not everyone needs to be on the internet though, going at people. It was funny. I mean, I liked it.
Is she too big because he's Bill Laimbeer's daughter?
No, not too big at all.
She's not too big to fail.
To fail? Wow, she failed.
I'm not even approaching that.
No. I'm just saying, like, she's not one of those where you're going to be like, what are you doing talking to these peasants?
Well, she works for the team, so in a way, it is something like that.
Is this gentleman for you?
Yeah, you can let him in.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
But we will be closing out the show in a few minutes here.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, saying all that, there's a lot of stuff going on. Sports season is back, and I just love it. So I'm happy.
There's nothing better than this time of year, like September, October. I mean, One Night Football's on right now. It's the beginning of football season.
Yep.
Baseball players about to start. Knights coming back. NBA coming back. What is better than this, man? It's the best.
Yep.
When it gets October,
baseball playoffs.
Then the weather gets like.
When have I not talked about baseball playoffs on the show?
He likes baseball playoffs. He likes the Dodgers.
I just don't like the 100.
I just don't know if he's going to like it as much when the Braves beat them.
Braves won't beat the
They will
Dodgers
not beat
in the
the Dodgers.
playoffs.
No, they
I would not be shocked.
I would be shocked.
No, don't be shocked.
I've been a Braves fan long enough to know that I would be shocked.
And I was actually a Braves fan before I was a Dodgers fan, but that has changed.
No, the Braves fan before you was it before the A's too?
No,
or?
A's are my first favorite team.
A's are my first favorite team. A's are my first favorite team. Well, Mets.
And I get crap for liking my Cubs.
No, but we were kids. You're a grown up. Anyway.
I've stayed with the same team since I was 4.
You're still choosing that. That's what you're
Anyway,
going with.
and I was with that team when they weren't winning.
Wait. You chose the Cubs at 4?
Yeah, because that's how I learned baseball.
I stand corrected.
No, that's how I learned baseball.
You fought through that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Woof.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah.
That was a rough time. It took a while to get to Sammy Sosa hitting 60 home runs. I'll tell you that much.
Let me tell you something. Getting all the way to the World Series and losing is also a rough time. The 90s was rough.
That's even rougher.
That's even rough. At least we got one, but oh boy.
Yeah, thank God you guys did get the one. Though.
Yeah, I would.
Because if you had to build it,
I'd stop watching sports.
you probably wouldn't have continued to care about baseball.
and I remember that game when they won it because David Justice hit something else.
We were talking about that earlier before the show.
Holla.
Hey, that's what you call a throwback.
Wow, throw all the way back. Listen, we have so much more to talk about, but due to technical issues, we will not be able to get into the NFL like we wanted to. But we will talk more Thursday, and we'll give our picks for week 2. I'll give my first pick right now. Niners will win against the Bengals.
And we get a fantasy update on Thursday.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
I get to pick up my new receiver, Antonio Brown.
I wish you luck.
No, he's retired.
All right, check us out Thursday, 2 p.m. West Coast time, right here on Guerilla Cross Radio. And download the Guerilla Cross app for free, and we will see you guys Thursday.
Yeah.